Hi friends, welcome back to one more video. We can see this one like properties files and this web application, how it's working and all this controller and here model class and the repository class here. It's a sample one I have created task entity. Task table, one table is there. Then on that task table we have ID and title and completed and created date. Okay, these are the things is there fields in this one. In this application I used it h2 database for demo perspective, and here I have written the one more service here. In this service it's an constructor injection, and here some of the methods is there like default. It's fetch all methods, and here get by id and add title. I need to be create a new task here, and if I go for task controller, in this task controller service and construct injection is there for auto varying perspective, and here some of the APIs calls, so like API.task, it will get the whole data here and by ID, and here created and by task creation, and here is to double, like here it will be complete task on here and it will be deleted here. This is a sample application. Let me run this application first of all, how it's working or not. If you see here, this is running fine, and here it used h2 database. We can see that here actually here h2 database is created and it will be working fine. And we can see today like how we can test this application by using test framework we have used into, and okay, and I'm calling on by using CLI API call. One second. Okay, I'm getting on whole tasks here. Nothing is there now as of now. If you see here, actually I have run the normal this one. It's we're calling on this repository class and db calling on it, not get any records. Why it's not inserted anything here? Now I'm inserting the data here by using like CLI only. um One second. See, yeah, I need to go for the back commands. See, in this application previously we have like unit testing we need to do, like I have written the two implementations here. This is on unit testing and integration testing is there. Integration testing time we are using is a containerization and all, and unit testing time we are marking the data for that. See here, actually if I open this for example, okay, this is on test one. In this test one, it used, okay, suppose this is the repository class is there. In this repository class, actually nothing happened here, just we are setting the we are creating the data, and we are setting the data like it will be uh, code coverage perspective. I have written this class here, but actually this task class is there. Task coverage is there. The task coverage, it will be covered here. If I run the coverage here, if it will be show here what is the coverage it's showing. Yeah, give me 1 second. Actually I have run this coverage one. Okay, what is happens? Okay, it's a replacement. Okay, it not cover anything like here. Okay, fine, no issue. We can run this directly like unit testing. How much coverage it will be done here? We can run this like run test in unit and with the coverage. We can write on like this. Okay, it's showing whole coverage here. See, it will be open coverage here and add the exit here. Okay, if we see here, it will be 100% of this model task class, and the deposit class is also 100%. Throughout 100% is done. total 83% it will be covered of our whole classes. What is the pending? Actually this class is not covered, that is the issue. Okay, we can cover later this one. If we see the this controller class and this request class also, it will be covered. If I open this controller class, task control class, it's showing as a how many lines is covered here, how many methods is covered here. It will be show here, and it will show it not suppose for example this one, for example this method is list method is not covered. It will show it not show here this implementation. Then I need to go for here. Okay, yes, written method is there. We can customize, we can comment this method. For example, when I run the shoot again, like test coverage shoot here, okay, it will show not 100%. Some of the lines is not covered. It will show. Let's wait for the completion of this one. Okay, it should be replacement here. It's not covered. 90% is covered here. 90% lines are covered. Previously, 100% is there. We can see that one also. What method is not covered? See here, this method is not covered here. Okay, created method is not covered. Why? Because here I have commented this line here. Okay, then it work. Okay, now we can see the one by one what are the test cases is there. Test cases I have written here. See, yeah, see here actually it is the controller class here. Test task controller class is there. Task controller class here. Task controller test is there. Okay, I have auto build mark MVC for this is on web REST application or web applications time. We can testing perspective, controller testing perspective, we can use this mark MVC application. And this is object mapper. I used as a JSON to marshalling and marshalling conversion perspective, object to JSON, JSON to object perspective. I have used this one. And if we see this one, list of show the result is this method is there. For what will happens on here, this is the total two tasks is there here. I have created the new classes here. In these classes, when it service.get method, when we call the service.get method, we have to return these values. Okay, that why we return this given method is there. Okay, previously when it call method is there, now it's a later versions we are using as a given given method is there. This is static method is there. If you see the where is I have imported just I'm searching on this one here. Actually I have imported the here static methods. Okay, this is a given method here. See here, this is the mark given method is there. This is a version. This is a static method. See here, given method is there. This is a static method is there. Okay, then while when method also there. I will show you some of the methods. Given method is there previously. Yeah. Okay, we can go through this class also free time. And here I have written the mark into bean is there. Mark into bean, it's a new method. Previously mark bean is there. It's that is not using, that is outdated now. And now we are using is this one. Previously we have see like this at the rate mark bean is there. See 1 second. Okay, this is the MacBean is that previously we are using this this one. Just need to import that, it will work. But here this is outdated. If I open this one, is deprecated method. See here deprecate method since this 3.4.0 version onwards. Okay, now we are using this method. Okay, this is the one we are using. And here given method we explain that one. And see here mvc dot perform get url. This url, it will be called this url. It will be get url. It will be this url should be called on this controller. Okay, it fetch the whole the records. It's the status is what is the returns of status. This one is okay. And this json data we can get, we'll get here. Yeah, We have debugged this one also, how it's work and all. Okay, we can debug mode. We can run this one, like it will be returns the JSON. How it's returns JSON, what is the value we can get in this here. We can debug this one. I will show you the with the example. Okay, if you see here, service layer to get find all method should be called here. Okay, what is happens here, it will be called when it call this method, it will be internally, it will be calling this method here. If you go for next step here, see, it calling again this controller method, and you see service.get method is there. When it call the service.get method, it returns automatically whatever data is there. Whatever data is whatever we are passing as two records, that will be returns here. See here, two records we got, whatever we are passing on starting time. Okay, that marking data we can get here. And next step, we can go for next step here, and it should be coming back to our test case. We can see that one. Okay, here test case, we got it. Okay, method we got it, like. And here when I debug this with the evaluate expression, and here dot, then return dot get response method is there. Response method dot get content to string method is there. We can see that get content has a string method is there here. If I evaluate this expression, it will get the JSON data here. See, this is the JSON data we can get here. Okay, and here we get the request also, whatever we are passing request also, same like that. We can get the request also. It's a get method. We are not passing any request method here. Get method, we are not passing anything, like a post method time only we can passing this request also. We can see that post implementation, that is also here. Okay, this is the one for a debugging perspective I have implemented. Okay, now it's good. This method is executed. We can see this one also for creating time also. When it call the service.add method, any string you will get, any string or anything you can get, any string you can get. Like if you see this method, it will be accepting on string. That's why we return the any string here. Okay, this is a any string method, is a static method. Like here, see, this is any string, this argument matcher. And here unexpected on not expect this one, or we can comparing whatever is response is coming, that response should become. But here actually when it call this add method, when then will return um, will return this object, whatever is object is there, that object should be written here. We can see this one also, how we can debug, and we can check that what is that data is there. Okay, and here add method is there, it will be called the add method. Okay, and here when you call this request, calling the request, and okay, see here it should be calling on this one, and it will be back to controller also, or that method also it be called here. See, this method should be calling, this method should be come back. Okay, here this is the request method, it should be called. Okay, then we can go for our controller class, testing class. Actually I am not add the any debug point after that, that is the issue. Now I am adding the one more debug point here. Okay, then here it will be calling this controller 2. Now see here, it will be called the next steps. See here, actually this is the controller class it will be calling, and after that controller class it will be calling on service layer dot when it returns, it will be returns automatically this data. See this method, when the service got method, it will be called this method. And here this is the debug point we have added here. This status is done, and if I evaluate this expression, we can get that data, then return and dot here get response dot get content has string is there. 1 second, content has string, yeah, the content has string is there, this method is there. It will be returns the whatever JSON data for we are passing, whatever object we are passing, that data we can get here. See, you can get this data we are passing as save data, it will be getting. Okay, this is the example of this controller class, same as some other some methods also there, same methods, like it will be calling this one delete also, and here we get the get the value for 3 value. We are passing this value, based on that we will get this one. And here it will be not found exception should be also come, like not found exception, and it will be throw exception, and it will throw exception also. One of the method is there here. Okay, will throw method is there on same class here. This is the will method, then it returns. Okay, go through these methods and all, and we need to go for one more class here, okay, we go through the controller class here, and this is okay, this is just I have implemented for code coverage perspective. I have implemented, like we are calling this one and we get this whole data and all. Okay, and here service layer we can we can go through that one. Service layer have same as a mark object we are creating, like here repository implementation, like DO layer we are marking the data. Okay, what will happens on here, suppose we are testing in the controller class, so we need to mark into the service layer. If you testing on test case right on the service class, so we need to mark into the DTO layer and all. Okay, like that we can implement. And here you can go for service layer. Service layer have repository.save method. It will call anything here, it will call anything, any object we can get, it will be written some data. Okay, same like that it will be get. See, if we debug this code here, okay, here it will be service dot add method should be called. Here you will get the string value, any string we can get. And repository save method we have written the some data should be written here. See, if I go through, if we go through this one, like when then answer this one, it will be calling this object, this task value, it will be written back. Okay, whatever string you are passing the string, it will be read on the string, it will be assigned this one to here. Okay, if you go through here, see, if this is the t value, yeah, we can check this what is there on this one expression. See, here this is the data is there, this is the object is this is the object is there, like oh, okay, here one value on title and the completion is a false, complete equal to false is there. Okay, here also we can check this task value. This is also one thing for way to check. And okay, then we can move on next steps. Okay, service is good, so this result is coming fine. Okay, this whole thing, so evaluate the what is the data we are passing, the data is perfectly coming or not. We can evaluate this one, we can debug this one, these points also. Okay, sorry, actually I'm not at the debug points here, that is the issue. Okay, I'm testing again this implementation. Okay, this is the one is coming, this same method, it will be add method should be called, and this same method we can get this one, the same method whatever we are passing this whole data, we get here this values. And we capture this argument captures this whole task, this whole data we can capture, and verify the repository save is it's captured perfectly. And to save method, this save object is coming perfectly or not. And here to save title, and it will be equal to so and so, and this id is so this 01, and it will be completion equal to is false. These are the method asset that we can checking on here. Okay, this is the example of this service layer service layer implementation. We go through the other implementations, get by id, find by all also. Like if I can execute this one, find by all of this whole records we can get here. Three records is there, two records is there here, whatever you're passing these records we can get here. Okay, Actually, here these are all the debug points is there. We can remove this whole debug points at a time. Like see here, these are the debug points is there. I am planning to remove this whole things. Like you can click the remove option, or okay, click OK button here. If I test into the this service layer, how many records we got here? We are passing on through two records here for when it executing repository find all. Okay, we are marking this repository. That way, when it call the service layer to here, we get the number of records and all. Okay, see here two records we got here. Let me execute one more steps. Next step will be step over. It should be coming on size is 2. Here C is size is 2 and this whole records we got here. And yeah, that is value of this one. And here one problem is there. Okay, I have to add this implementation. 1 second. Okay, here okay, start set created by is equal to local time and dot now. This implementation is missing, but that is okay. We can add this one, is not an issue. It should be b method. Okay, now we get the whole data here. See here, created by also it's coming, whole data is coming. Previously is null is coming, but here created by also it's coming. And the same as also id also we need to set the id also. A dot set id, it should be l1. Same like that. B dot set id is equal to dot l. Yeah, should be capital. Okay, that is okay. We can debug and we can test that one here without restarting also it will work here. This okay, mostly this one it will work on we have 10 200 lines 300 lines is there without uh, without restarting the whole application deployment. Just you can click here like suppose for example here code will be changed, it will be debug mode, it will be. Now we can check this one, two values we got here and these two values which the titles and data and the id also there, perfectly working fine. Okay, and yeah, this is the service layer implementation and all. We can go through the remaining classes also, remaining code also. I have to given this code into the git repository in the project description, like my youtube video description. Okay, and here we have to test into the this one, like a repository layer implementation. In this repository layer implementation, I have to mark this one, like we have to annotation data jp annotation, we have to return this. This is an testing framework. You can see this one, a testing framework orm testing implementation. These are the annotations. It will be automatically configure implementation is there. Just I run the normally without any putting on debug point. Next we can see the debug points we can add enable. Okay, this is working fine perfectly. And if we put okay, if we run the debug points here one by one, we can see that that is also how it's work. Okay, here repository save method is there. In this repository save method, it will be saving this task here. This task it will saving, and we get the data. And here okay, it's done. Okay, it's be some more two objects. It's I'm saving one task and second task also I'm saving here. One is the completed one is the not completed one. Okay, see here, this is the id should be created, and this is also it's created id also. Okay, this is why it's creating. We have added into the repository here h2 database here. 1 second, here h2 database I have written here like that perspective, it's automatically running this one. Okay, without this h2 database, so it not run this test repository test is not work. Okay, and keep in mind that there is okay, here this incompleted one, completed one. We can fetch the records like two methods is there, like find by completed one, applied by not completed one. Completed one is equal to false, and completed one is equal to true. Okay, if we call this method, we'll be calling this object and we will get the data. Okay, now go back to this class. Here, this is the validation should be done. Okay, go just verify this implementation now. Set that this comparison on what value we are getting and what is the value you are passing and what is the you are getting on here. And these are the things for JUnit testing perspective. We can move into the this integration testing. Actually, integration testing time I have using as a test containers for Docker containers I have implemented. That is, we can go through this URL. Like here, testcontainers.com. It's a module equal to Postgres. Postgres have we have this is the dependency. We need to add this dependency. Okay, this dependency we have added into the yeah. I'm closing all other things, and if you see here, this is form.xml. I have added this repository. Okay, here testing perspective I have added here test also there, but version is different. Like we can do on different versions also, no issue. Like base this version, which one is compatible, we can use that version. It's the best option. And here I have created we have created the where postgres equal to new of postgres controller, and this docker image parse into the this container name, this image name. Okay, if we see this one here, actually I have written this one like a docker image dot parse equal to so and so here, and here this is the with name and username and password and database you have created. And what is this one? I actually some latency for it will be creating, and once is created the container, db connections and all enable, it will take time. That why I have added to the some distance, some time connections is executed for perfectly or not, like connections is enabled or not. That purpose I have added into this condition. It's some like we can go through this documentation that is fully written here. Documentation all like whole documentation is written here. Just go through this documentation and implementation what is there here. This is the official document. Don't go for any other tutorials. If you go for google also, you can get the uh, lot of implementation changes also here. Okay, now this is the controller class and this is the bean. Actually, this is whole content is a postgres container should be created, and here test configuration proxy equal to false I have written here. Okay, and here actually this is repository class. This one is controller class is integration testing controller class here. What is happens here, actually he see he if I see this one import implementation. Okay, here spring boot test is there. Spring boot test is a random port number. It will be created based on your testing, like it will be uh, not 8080 or whatever is available port, it will be created. Okay, it enable auto configure mock MVC. It's this enable mock MVC auto enable this one. And auto enable means it will be create automatically the beans required bean for this MVC bean. And here auto configuration auto config for replacement equal to null. Okay, for test db it's no don't create an automatically, we have implementation is there, that why we have written this one. And import test container configuration is there. This test configuration I have implemented here, that container implementation all I have written here. And here at auto wired mock MVC. Okay, and mock MVC, and here object mapper is there, and the task is a task service is the auto wire is there. Okay, if you see here, actually here in this controller, in this control this we see the configuration. This is the marking this object, but here integration test we are not marking here. It act as a real-time object, real-time environment. How you are creating the Docker and can deploy into the somewhere in controller, and like we can Dockerization and the database, and we can testing the perspective same like that. It will be work. It will be integration. How it's working on production environment, same like we can reproduce here. And here list of data here, list of data. Okay, we are saving the data before calling on this API call. We are saving the data for A and B service in the service layer. We can see this one by one execution and debug points and all, how it's executing all. Okay, just can execute normally without anything here. Just I am running this one. This list of should be it is passing here. Okay, now I'm putting the debug point here. We get the data and we can response and all, we can get this. Okay, see here, this is the records and the service layer. It is yeah, the service layer is a new object only. It's a simple repository class only. We're not marking any data here. Okay, and if you see for database also, it's two records is there. Okay, we can call the service data. Suppose here evaluate expression. Okay, here we can get service dot get all method is there. When I call this method, it will be see two objects is there. Okay, whatever saving the data, that saving data we can get here. Okay, just evaluate expression, like right click and we can go for evaluate expression here and dot get all. Find by all, get all also. We can get the one record here like this. Okay, we can execute this one. We get the one record, first record we can get. Okay, it's a find by name also there. Some whatever methods is there, we can test here. Find all method is the word option. It will get you two records. Okay, what is happens on here when it will be task? It will be called the controller layer. Where is the controller class here? Okay, in this one. Okay, if we go for here and this is the one, and if we go for controller class, okay, find all method, it will be get this we would get this call and it will be called this method. We can see this one also, it's calling or not and all. Okay, now here okay, it's performing this rest call here. In this scope for rest call, it will be calling on this find by all method, and here this service layer 2, it will be executed here. Okay, if we see here, we get the data. Okay, we can put the debug points, like we can evaluate this expression. We can actually debug is very important on real-time application. Please keep in mind, like every time we not able to write down the printf statements and execute step by step redeployment and all, it not work properly. Like see here, two records we get with the JSON data. Okay, this is the execution should be. This is expected as JSON path implementation. This JSON also it will be coming on the testing framework, and this JSON path have this size. How much size is there? Like has size two records. We are passing as two records. That's why it coming on the two records here. Okay, this is the positive scenario. Negative scenario also we have to write down, like it should be like here service start we are passing. Negative scenario also I will explain you dot add method, and you should be passing on c value here. It will be coming here. Okay, it should be fail or pass. We can see this first step only, it will be fail. We can see without anything, like I'm running the debug without debug here. Okay, see here, actually test case is failed. Okay, actually it is expecting on 2, but it will be we got the result on, but it will be 2. This is the one. See here, this is the exception. This which line also it will be breaking, it will show here. Okay, this line is breaking, and it will show the error also here for that. Okay, now I'm passing this without any error. I'm running this application. It's cool. Okay, we go for one more step here. Okay, it will be created, and okay, one is the request, and this request I have created endpoint he is there here. And yeah, we can find here actually this is an created task request. Whatever is passing on your front end to backend API, we are using as a post mapping implementation here now. Okay, here API.task equal to post implementation. In this post implementation, JSON dot application dot JSON implementation, and object dot mapper right value has a string. Okay, this string we are passing into the here, this value we are passing into the here, and it will be calling on this API, and it will return back the whatever is we are passing that completion equal to false. We can add this debug points, and we can test this one also. And here controller class, which method should be called. See here, post mapping is there. Okay, this method should be called here. Okay, this request mapping, and we get this data, and we can add this method also here. Just we are passing on here that request object only, this request object only. Now we're not passing anything. Okay, we can put in the debug point here. Okay, then we can see next step here, and it will be calling on API call here. This method post method should be called, and what is the request object here? We can see that request object. Okay, request object is created endpoint. Created endpoint, some task is there, like created endpoint, create the one endpoint implementation task. Like it will be created the task here. This request object you get, and request.get title. We are passing into service.add method. It will be add the service here. Okay, now it will be executed, and if go for the next steps here. See here, what is the response you are getting, and what is the object you are getting. You can see with evaluate expression, like and then dot then return, then if you go for request dot to content, like here we get the response here, like see, it's a created data also coming. Previously we are setting this data for created data, and this ID also we are setting on manually for marking the information. Okay, that is on new testing time. But here this by using this test container uh, container test container, it will be automatically created this whatever is objects is required here. And here we are passing into the request also here. Okay, when we evaluate the expression here, see here title we are passing into the created by this object we are passing. That's all. Okay, uh, this is the implementation. Just go through this debug point, and we can add this debug points, and we can test your time. And here is the path parameter, how we are passing on path parameter here. Request start by id for tangle, it will be completion equal to true should become. Okay, and this method should be calling here, this method should be called, and this is tangle should be called service layer. We have implemented task is completed. If this task is completed, it will be okay, true or false. If it's true, it modifying the false. False is there, it will be modifying to the true value. Like that, it will be happens here. Hmm? And see, we can debug point. We can add this debug points also. Yeah, it executed. Okay. And one more thing I need to explain here. Actually, this container is created or not. How it's working on internally. We can see this. See here. Origination Docker container should be created. One second, this Postgres database we are using. The Postgres database is created or not. This connections and all it's created or not. How it's creating? Like you can see with the logs here. If you see here, this is the Hibernate inserting task here, and this select implementation, and this completion is updated, and this API this calls, it will be executed. and here we have to explain PostgreSQL it should be created. We can see that. Okay, and here this is okay, fine. This is the configuration. See here, if you see here, this one container is created. Okay, Docker server is running so and so latest version, and created the Docker container. See, container create the container image is equal to so and so. This container is created after container is started, and it started DB execution also. Okay, this is the temporary DB for local host. This port number is different temporary port. Why? Because is a temporary port we are written here, like multiple containers, multiple testing time we can written. It will be multiple port numbers should be executed. That why you can return this one. See here, this task also created, and it will be calling this API call, or like here, this API call should be called. It completed and all, it will be executed. And here some like delete functionality also implemented here, like delete functionality. It's we have added the existing. We have to add this implementation. Okay, and here execute is the task is there. This task we are passing, and we are saving the data into the task that we get this ID, and based on this ID. Okay, we can call the delete method also here. It will be not written any content. It will be executed. See here, it will be executed perfectly. We go through the this like testing also like here, and we need. Oh, yeah. These are the things here. Now I will execute this coverage also here. Like if you see here, it will be coverage. It will be there. Okay, it will be cover the whole. Okay, it will cover, it will be added here, like this. It will be added this whole coverage. It will be 80% should be required for approve the your request for a pull request and all. Yeah, this is the one, and we have to return one more Maven command here, like MVN verification should be done. This verify it will be called the whole test cases, and this uh, integration test also it will be created. You can see this execution should be done automatically. See here, this container also created, like here if you see here, this is container created, and this execution should be done, like which port number should be like here. Is the port number should be there. If you see the next test case, that port number should be different here. We can see. Yeah, here. Okay, each test case different containers should be created, and it will be executed test by test. Okay, and if you see here, it will be execution is going on, like it will take some time to execute the whole test cases, integration test cases. And again here, yeah, I will share this whole content, this whole source code into the my video description. Please go through this video. And here actually I need to explain one more thing here, like two things here. I have written the one Jenkins pipeline also for this is the two Jenkins pipelines, like one is the integration testing, and one is normal testing also. Okay, here this is the agent, this Docker label. It's just we can see this tools is Java 17 I am using, and here Maven options, like it's um, and these things is no need, as we have commented. Is check out the code from based on URL, git URL we are passing into that configuration step, and here Docker version and Docker is created. This that like here this file, it will be permissions we are changing, and it will be called this classes, like here .com.example IT on star dot star here. It will be, it means it will be called this like dot com dot example dot id dot. After this whole classes, this whole classes have IT is there. It will be like start dot id means it will be end with the ID. It will be called this test cases. It will be executed. After that will be test report should become. Okay, that test report actually here. If we go for here test report. So 1 second actually. Suit and here, yeah, suit is there, and here if you see this execution, and here if you see this IntelliJ browser here. Okay, this is the test execution. It will be coming here. This is how many lines, is how many test cases should be done here. It will be show here. In the meantime, this test case, everything is passing perfectly. And this Jenkins one, I can show you on later videos, like how it's configured on the Jenkins and how it's execution and all this whole things. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for watching my video. Please comment if you face anything on when you running this application. I happy to help you with comment or separate, like we can video do, we can do one separate video for whatever you're facing issue. And please subscribe my YouTube channel. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. Please follow my like LinkedIn profile also. I will share the in description. And subscribe is required, like if you subscribe and like and share the your friends, please motivate me for more make more videos for this uh, mm, this channel should be grow fast. Okay, this is the one, like here this test cases and this debugging and main important for real-time application. If you debug them more for code, for understanding, if you understanding more things, like um, good for future. Yeah, thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.